You mentioned Jack Crowley earlier. Obviously, it's been such a negative few weeks, and after last weekend and all the rest, so how do you think he went today?
I thought he was excellent.
Yeah.
When we were chatting in our video yesterday at the captain's run, I think you asked us what did we want to see from Jack Crowley, and certainly from my point of view, it was to fit into the system and do what is asked of him. Don't try and be a hero, because I think Jack Crowley's game-breaking moments will always be within him. It's just about playing to the game plan that Andy Farrell has set out, and I thought he did that absolutely brilliantly. He kicked really well, missed a long-range penalty, which was probably just right on his the edge of his radar. But like I mentioned, that kick with Jamie Osborne in the bin was just like nerveless. I know it was in front, but it was still about 40 metres out. Like an excellent kick. I thought like the shape of Ireland's attack, which obviously I've just praised there in terms of like Andrew Goodman's influence, I think Jack Crowley has to take a lot of credit for that, because if you think back to what he did off the bench against Italy, so much of the good stuff he did was bringing the shape that Ireland were lacking in attack. So this was a huge day, I think, for Jack Crowley. It doesn't suddenly mean, I think, that he's going to be Ireland's 10 forever, because it wasn't perfect, but I think it was an excellent display, and like he's surely going to keep the jersey for the rest of the Six Nations anyway. And now I think his destiny is back in his own hands, and we've seen Jack Crowley deliver these excellent performances in the past without maybe being able to back it up over a consistent period of time. Well, if this was a statement victory for Ireland, I feel like this could be a statement performance from Jack Crowley, but he has to back it up now in that Wales game and Scotland game.
The confidence he's going to get from that.
Yeah, and the confidence he gives the team as well around them. You could see that they believe in what he's doing, that he's taken ownership of it, and whatever hang-ups the coaches have had over the way he runs the week or the way he kind of commands the team through phase play, that didn't look like an issue today at all. And there's minor things he'll need to iron out, but by and large he got nearly everything right. I think he backed up good moments with good moments. He was made to make a lot of tackles.
Some of his tackles were savage.
Yeah, and they target him and he slid, I think he's down as 5 missed, but I think even the misses, he slowed the ball carrier down. Like, your out half is never going to make all of his tackles. So, I don't see that as negative today at all. I think he took his chance, he took his opportunity. I wrote on Thursday that it's up to one of them to go and put this whole debate to bed. It doesn't have to be a debate. It doesn't have to be this obsession that we're talking about all the time. But because of none of them have taken it, and some it will be argued that he did take it in 2024, and Andy Farrell took it away from him. But Farrell even said on Thursday that look, neither of the lads come into this camp in good form. He didn't say it as explicitly as that, but he neither of them have been having a brilliant season. If Crowley can now take the good from today, keep the clutter out of his mind, go and just take all the confidence that this week gives him, and then go and lead next. The open session against the 20s next week, be good in meetings, all that stuff that they require of him, then go into next week. And I presume he's starting against Wales. I presume he'll start against Scotland on the final day. I presume he's probably going to be starting against, is Australia up first in the summer? As long as he goes well at Munster. It's his jersey now. Not forever, but as long as he keeps playing well, there's no reason why it shouldn't be.
He needs to be himself, and I think that's what he was today. I think there's times where, particularly for Munster, he takes so much responsibility on himself in terms of trying to make things happen when the team is struggling, and in a way that's an admirable trait. But again, he fitted into the system, and I think he was himself. That is what I think the coaches really encourage him to be, is to be Jack Crowley. You don't need to be someone that you're not. And I think, the confidence that he's playing with, I think, was reflected in those around him. And that's exactly what we saw when he came off the bench last week as well.